Hello learners, I am Dr. Rekha Sharma, Associate Professor UGC Human Resource Development Center, Rashtrasant Tuklogji Maharaj, Nagpur University, Nagpur. In this module, we will study probiotics in various foods, fermented milk products, non-milk products, etc. Probiotics are live microorganisms that when administered in adequate amounts confer a health benefit on the host, mainly through the process of replacing or including beneficial bacteria in the gastrointestinal tract. Fermented dairy foods such as yogurt, fermented milk and cheese are the major vehicle in the delivering probiotics, and probiotic delivery have been traditionally associated with these fermented dairy foods. Additionally, many other dairy probiotic products and non-food forms such as capsules, pills and tablets are also available, and some of these non-food forms are highly popular among the consumers. Certain non-dairy probiotic foods, especially beverages that are non-fermented products, can also play an important role in probiotic delivery. There is an increasing demand for non-dairy probiotic foods, both fermented as well as non-fermented, including fruits and vegetable juices, soy and other cereal products due to vegetarianism, lactose intolerance and dairy allergies, as well as interest in low cholesterol foods. This video shall mainly focus on the different types of probiotics present in food products, including beverages and probiotic foods commonly consumed. Dear learners, now let us study the probiotic containing different dairy and non-dairy foods. Now, before studying probiotics in foods, let us first revise what are probiotics, prebiotics and symbiotics. These terms will be used very often in this video. Now, according to the currently adopted definition by FAO WHO, probiotics are live microorganisms which when administered in adequate amounts confer a health benefit on the host. Prebiotics are indigestible food ingredients that selectively promote the growth or activity of beneficial bacteria, thereby benefiting the host. Symbiotics are combinations of probiotics and prebiotics designed to improve the survival of ingested microorganisms and other colonization of the intestinal tract. Commonly used bacterial probiotics include Lactobacillus species, Bifidobacterium species, Escherichia coli, Streptococcus species, Lactococcus lactis and some Enterococcus species. Currently, the only probiotic yeast used is the non-pathogenic Saccharomyces boulardii. For probiotic bacteria in foods to be beneficial in the host, they should be able to survive gastric transit and reach the small intestine in sufficient numbers to be effective. Hence, in order to provide health benefits to the host, probiotics should maintain minimum therapeutic level or minimum viability level, that is 10⁶ to 10⁷ CFU per ml or grams of carrier food product at the time of consumption, possess the ability to tolerate harsh gastric and intestinal conditions including acid, bile and enzymes, and be able to attach to the gut epithelium. Now, we shall study probiotic containing different dairy and non-dairy foods. Now, let us start with probiotics in dairy foods. Dairy based probiotic foods can be studied under two heads, namely fermented and non-fermented. Fermented dairy probiotic foods include fermented milk, lassi, acidophilus milk, bifidus milk, acido whey, various whey based beverages, willy, kefir. Non-fermented probiotic dairy foods include probiotic ice creams, where ice creams are used as carrier food, where the selection of probiotic strains withstanding freezing is essential. Dairy products such as yogurt, fermented sour milk, and cheese remain at the forefront of probiotic food development at present. Most of the foods in this category are prepared by simply adding lactic acid bacteria LAB to milk of either cow, buffalo or yak and allowed to ferment. The lab species isolated from fermented milk products include Streptococcus cremoris, S. lactis, S. thermophilus, Lactobacillus bulgaricus, L. acidophilus, L. helveticus, L. cremoris, L. plantarum, L. curvatus, L. fermentum, L. paracasi, subspecies Pseudoplantarum, L. alimentarius, L. kefir, L. hilgardi, Enterococcus faecium, L. brevis, L. mesenteroides, L. lactis subspecies cremoris, L. casei subspecies casei, and L. bifermentans. L. lactin is from dahi, which produced nisin like nisin Z bacteriocin that inhibited important food pathogens, L. monocytogenes and S. aureus. Let us now study what is the role of probiotics bacteria in dairy fermentation. The role of probiotics bacteria in dairy fermentation is to assist in first the preservation of the milk by the generation of lactic acid and possibly antimicrobial compounds. Second, the production of flavor compounds, for example acetaldehyde in yogurt and cheese, and other metabolites, for example extracellular polysaccharides that will provide a product with the organoleptic properties desired by the consumer. Third, to improve the nutritional value of food, as in for example the release of free amino acids or the synthesis of vitamins, and fourth, the provision of special therapeutic or prophylactic properties as cancer and control of serum cholesterol levels. Now we will see what is the role of milk and milk fat in probiotic foods. The incorporation of probiotics into dairy foods may aid in tolerating harsh gastrointestinal condition better than that of non-dairy carrier foods, as the buffering action of milk as well as milk fat might protect probiotics in such conditions by reducing their direct exposure to harsh conditions. Dairy foods rich in milk fat such as ice cream were found to be more effective in enhancing the survivability and bile acid tolerance of probiotics. Now, role of prebiotics in dairy foods. Prebiotics are ingredients which ferment in the latter part of gastrointestinal tract and stimulate the growth of activity of beneficial gut microbes that could interact with probiotics to alter their functional properties. Now, certain root vegetables or rhizomes, fruits and cereals like artichoke, oat, bananas, garlic, onions, leeks contain high level of inulin, which is a polysaccharide having prebiotic properties. The probiotic dairy products can be made by incorporating various prebiotics such as inulin or its breakdown products of fructooligosaccharides and oligofructans. These prebiotic substances first may ferment in the latter part of the gastrointestinal tract and stimulate the growth and activity of beneficial gut microbes that could interact with probiotics to alter their functional properties. Second, may aid probiotics to survive through the gastrointestinal transit and colonize in the large intestinal epithelium. Many plants and microbial derived oligosaccharides help to deliver the probiotic organism to the target site. Presence of these substances could be specific to certain carrier foods. The encapsulation of probiotic organisms with such prebiotic compounds prevents the gastrointestinal digestion of the probiotic organism, enabling them to be present at large intestine, which is the target site of the probiotics. Prebiotics from plant sources such as arrowroot, carbohydrates, that is inulin, can be used to enhance the survivability of lactobacillus species and lactic acid bacteria in bio yogurt during refrigerated storage. Before producing probiotic foods, a careful selection of probiotics, prebiotics and carrier food matrices, both dairy and non-dairy, is essential for maximizing the functional efficacy of probiotics during manufacturing, storage and upon ingestion. Partial fermentation of dairy foods could result drinking dairy beverages, and recently there has been high demand for such products. Further, probiotics in fermented foods may demonstrate better stability in the product, as fermentation time can provide them an opportunity to grow and stabilize well. Now let us conclude. So far we have studied probiotics in dairy foods. Dairy based probiotic foods have been studied under two heads: fermented and non-fermented food. We have also seen the role of prebiotics and role of milk fat in promoting health effects of probiotics.